Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. Well, this defense for the Bengals, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches always say, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%. I haven't seen that number quantified, but I believe them.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble, and the Bengals grab it. And the return stops just
those cases of anything you can do, I can do
better.
Maybe not better, huh? Worse? Yeah, just a little bit. Very sloppy start.
Here we go.
I think maybe a case of the nerves for both teams.
And now we're back to an even playing field. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football. This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. The slot man in motion right.
12. 11.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That first good for 20 and a first down.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams... A really good change of pace back.
Here we go. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he's got some space here. And all the way in for a Cincinnati. Double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, A 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. He takes this for 3 to the 29. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The Bengals with 2 extra DBs. A nickel look on third.
Blanketing the passing lanes.
Here's Herbert. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in 1st place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that 1st round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 48 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times. The Bengals at 8-1 on the year. They come in here hot. I mean, over the last 9, Charles, they are 8-1.
And that record, the way that they're playing, they've proven to me, and I think anyone else in the league, that they're able to go toe-to-toe with anyone, and they look forward to the challenge.
Hey, we gotta go score.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
11 MT tight. 11 MT tight. 11 MT tight. Mighty.
And now they will throw it with Burrow. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. And now the throw here is incomplete, and with that, we come to the end of the 1st quarter of play. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. And we'll get our first update of the afternoon for the Meadowlands. An early lead in that game for the Falcons. We'll keep an eye on that game and others as each week becoming more important here in November. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
11. 11.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Here we go, here we go.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10.
12, 12, 12.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
McPherson's kick is good. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
Fielded just outside the goal line. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side, the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Slot man moves right. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll send the tight end in motion. On 2nd down, Eckler. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. Who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line.
Brandon, you're never quite sure what the side judge or the field judge is going to rule there. That was awfully close, but in the end, he says it passed over the 1-yard line, and that's where they're going to mark it out. I mean, you can see it right there, right? See him walking up the sideline? Told him to stop right there at the 1.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Well, both teams practice this situation. And this time, the guys on offense won, and in a very nice way. What a run from that position on their own goal line.
Gave him some good breathing room.
I wonder now, do you still stack the line of scrimmage, or do you play normal defense? They may have backed them off with that run.
And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. 65 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
11, Thomas.
Mixon with a first down carry. Up to the 20.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Burrow over the middle. That's caught by Chase. And he'll take this forward for about 5 as we have come upon the 2-minute warning. It'll be a gain of 5. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down.
Here we go.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on 2nd down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. Room here to run. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Chargers have got it back to within a score. Hopkins with the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And now with still more than a minute to go. See them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Now Burrow on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And, partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Gun.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line.
11, mighty. 11, 11. 11, 11, 11.
Here's Burrow. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
11, 11, 11, 11.
On third down, Burrow. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one.
Here we go, here we go. Whoa.
Now it's Mixon running right. Down to about the 45.
Here we go.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7.
11 MT, 11 MT.
Play action. It's Burrow. This ball complete to Rager. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers 33. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
I'm wondering.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Inside handoff to Mixon. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2. Back to Mixon on second down. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Here we go.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's third and 2. Now it's Burrow. Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. He's going to be brought down there in the field of play. And the clock will run, no timeouts. They will not have the chance to bring out the field goal unit. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, and we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in second and long yardage.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on second and 13. Here's Herbert. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 93 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Right back to him on first down. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Herbert. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Here we go, here we go.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And some room to roam now. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Herbert off of play action. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end Everett. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. On third down, they're going to run for it here. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down. Here's Dustin Hopkins now to try the field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Hopkins' kick is good, and that will knot us up at 10. So they come away from this opening drive of the third quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, and that has to be job one, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Ready?
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And their 3-point halftime lead gone now, back to a tie game. But, Charles, I don't imagine that changes too much for this offense.
I would agree. I don't think it changes much at all, whether it's a 3-point lead or a tie game. They know they have their work.
He's got a man complete. 20. Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase, 77 yards. And the Bengals, on the final play of the third quarter, have taken the lead.
Yeah, when you're thinking about your opening drive in the third quarter, you're thinking about exactly that, putting together a drive. But instead, what did we get?
Big pass downfield, touchdown. I thought, okay, I'm just sitting back in my chair. Let's get eased in, a couple runs. No, boom.
Yeah, forget the body blows, folks. Let's throw the big shot right now.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's McPherson now to send it away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Tackle made that time by B.J. Hill.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Looking to throw on second down. Herbert looking left side. He's got it. Complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First target, first catch at a first down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
And the tackle there by Jermaine Pratt.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Second and 5 now. Herbert. Toward the side. And that's going to be a first down. Well done. That'll be up.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Hands it off out of the gun. Down at the 25.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Touchdown! Gerald Everett, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And great field position coming up in the red zone at the 17-yard line. So holding on the offense, they go ahead and decline the penalty, and the ball will change hands on the fumble recovery. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. He's got Anderson right side. And the Chargers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Isaiah Pacheco, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Chargers have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Done.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter.
11.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. But just a lot going on there in the middle of the field, and this one winds up a turnover.
Yeah, they're running a crossing route here, and the idea of it is to get defenders confused about who to go with. But if you throw it too early, sometimes it's your quarterback that gets confused, and here he throws it into coverage and gets it intercepted.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. That is caught at the 7. And the Chargers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
Herbert takes it and just pops it forward. And this is going to be a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler with career touchdown number 96. He joins Eric Dickerson on the all-time list. And the Chargers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. And they'll have Herbert try and throw for it. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Here we go.
Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. So he stopped for no gain, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Here we go. 11.
Mixing up the middle. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Here we go. 11.
On 3rd down, Mixon. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
11 MT pace. 11 MT pace. Stop.
Here's Burrow. Now Burrow loses the football. But I think a Bengal player was able to get in there. He was. And they'll keep possession of the football. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
12, 12, 12. 12, 12, 12. 11, 11, 11.
Burrow. That's complete to Chase. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
11 MT, 11 MT.
Now Burrow. That's caught inside the 20. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
11 MT paint. 11 Thomas.
Burrow. And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. The Charger drive about to get going. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's got room. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Right back to him on 1st down. And some room to maneuver. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. So what was already a game to remember becomes even more so as that touchdown run, a lengthy one, takes him over 200 yards now for the game.
And I love the fact that to get over 200, it took a pretty good sprint, didn't it? I mean, a lot of times you get 1 or 2 yards and oh, he's over 200 yards. But that really put an exclamation point on the game he's having. Fantastic. A lot of fun to watch.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Chargers come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles.